Hey guys, this is me just following up on the bus driver video. I did not expect it to go as viral as it did. I appreciate all the comments and all the help with the case. This video I'm really just wanting to address a couple of things I got wrong in the video, but also a couple of things that I was informed of that I was not aware of. First off, yes, the Cowgate was not shut, nor was it one way. It's been a long time, I've forgotten. I used to hate driving down there, even in my Chevy, so that shows how tight that whole area is, and I did not like it down there, so I was very rarely there. I think the only time it was shut was after 10 o'clock, which wouldn't have mattered because this happened at 7 o'clock or so. I don't think it would have mattered anyway, because obviously it's still a really tight area, and you know, it's not easy to get out of. More importantly though, thank you to the user Dave, who informed me about this traffic commissioner. Now, I have never heard of this, which is basically just an offshoot of the government. I don't know if that's my ignorance or the fact that this is really a thing that only HGV drivers and coach drivers know about. But from what I can see, this body basically looks after traffic accidents. But this is where it gets confusing, because they don't actually deal with individuals who have caused an accident. They more look at regulations. So they see if a bus was fit to be driven, whether the driver was negligent, whether there was something wrong with the street, and they kind of decide what action to take, whether it's suspending a licence of the operator or closing a street, whatever. If it seems a driver was to commit an offence, that would still be dealt with by Police Scotland. And I mean, in this case, we can assume that there was a hit and run unless the guy was managing to hide this bus behind the building, because nobody saw that bus. I've went through hundreds of pictures from that night. I've scraped all the sites and there is no sign of this bus. So what does it mean? Well, the police said they handed the whole thing off to the regulator, which I'm assuming is the traffic commissioner. If that's the case, then maybe. There's no way to prove it. There's no way to disprove it. It doesn't sound likely, but you know, I'm not going to spend any more time trying to figure this out. It's one of those mysteries, I think, that will always remain. People will say it's not a mystery, they've got concrete proof, but nobody has yet managed to show me some concrete proof. If people have genuinely seen what had happened and they just don't want to prove it, that's fair enough, but you can accept that people are sceptical. I'm really just trying to finish this off and leave it at that, because I do realise people are giving me abuse because it's bringing things up. But if you find things suspicious, you do have to bring them up. This is about things that are not making sense, and to me it still doesn't make sense. If I'm honest, I don't believe the bus story, purely because nobody saw this bus, and from what I hear, the police only turned up because somebody from the Cowgate phoned them at 8 o'clock. One of the papers said that though, so I don't know if that's true. There's nobody else to say otherwise. And with how sketchy the police have been about releasing the name of the coach company, I mean, why would you not release the name of the coach company? I would imagine that the coach company would have to tell their insurer, in which case they would know about it, so it's not like a big secret. The chance of being decapitated by a bus is 1 in 10 million. I'm pretty sure if you shove in bus decapitation into Google, you're not going to find many results bar this event. Also, it goes against the laws of physics, because I don't think any wheel arch would be able to decapitate somebody as cleanly as this did without crushing the body in the head. I'm pretty sure all the coroners in the world will tell you the same thing. But then, nobody saw a bus, nobody saw a van, nobody saw the car, nobody saw katana swords. It's all just speculation. People will say, I know what happened, stop with the conspiracies, and that's fair enough. But if you aren't going to prove it, you have to understand why people are sceptical. What I find kind of wild is that people think that all these other conspiracy theories are ridiculous, but they obviously don't know Edinburgh very well, because there's katana attacks all the time. A lot of the ganglads use swords. People kidnap people. Edinburgh even has a gun problem. I've turned off comments on the posts for now while it settles down a bit, because it was starting to get a bit argumentative for obvious reasons. Anyway, thanks guys. Till next time.